Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play The Lone Ranger for the Nintendo Entertainment System. In the last video, we completed the first part of the game, we got Silver back, we took care of the outlaws, and now we have crossed the bridge into some more territory. We can go back to where the first part of the game took place in case we ever want to play the firing range minigame for money, which I may end up doing, and if I do, I will let you know. In the meantime, there's this guy in the sombrero and a poncho pacing back and forth. If we walk up to him, or if he walks up to us, we get to speak to him. It is said that Spanish treasures have been hidden here for a long time. The hiding place can be found by combining together 3 pieces of an old plate. I have one piece of the plate and the others are hidden. But beware, the outlaws have already gone to find another piece of the plate. The treasures belong to this village. We do not want to be robbed by outlaws. Also, senor, I want you to guard our treasures by gathering the pieces of a plate. They are hidden in the West Cave and the West Craggy Mountain. Here's the cave, and here's the mountain. But before we go over to any of these places, we're going to check out the town. Welcome to Clearwater. There's a doctor, and to the right of that is the gun shop. How are you today? The townspeople here aren't going to be that helpful, aside from telling you where you are. And I'm just going to go ahead and load the gun because I'm going to be loading it up shortly anyway. And from here, I can just punch the rest of the people here. The village senior's house is located at the far end of this village. I'm pretty sure village senior is supposed to be like a mistranslation of village elder. Also, I am punching you to death, and I am giving you that same fate. And here you can talk to the village senior / the village elder. If you talk to him, you basically get the same information that you got from the guy with a sombrero outside when you started this part of the game. In case you forget where to go, which is the West Cave and the West Craggy Mountain, not to be confused with the West Craggy Mountain that we saw in the first part of the game. You can always go over here, and you can be refreshed on the location of the plate pieces. So now that that's over with, let us go over first to the West Craggy Mountains. Almost said West Cave, but then I realized I had the right location after all. And I almost forgot to equip my gun. I could have taken care of that guy with the TNT, but I was able to reach him with the gun. And I didn't really have the jump to hit him, but, well, I was able to. And if I could jump over to here and somehow avoid getting shot, I can actually make some progress, and I got hit there. Fun. Now to take care of this guy. Be careful. Make sure you always jump at the edges here, that way you know you can make the jumps. This light blue guy will throw TNT. You do not want to be caught in the explosion. Also, he drops health, which is something you'll probably want anyway. And I do not want you touching me. Yes, the enemies will give you contact damage if you run into them, which, really, you're going to be firing guns at each other. I'm pretty sure contact damage will be the least of your worries, but nope, that's still a thing, especially when you're making your way down here. This guy will also drop some health as well. If an enemy is light blue, they're usually going to drop health. And this guy's going to take 2 hits to kill. And from here, I'm going to load up on the silver bullets, because we're going to fight another boss. And you want to fire at this guy And whenever he jumps up, you want to hit him when he comes down. When he hits the ground, that's when he needs to be hit. And if you can do that, you can keep him from throwing knives. Anyway, for beating that guy, we get one of the 2 plate pieces. And we can also go back to the village, which is what I'm planning to do. I am surprised that I do not have any health missing. I am nice. I'm happy about this. Let's go ahead and buy some bullets. We can use the... You can use the extra money we have for other things down the line. Now we need to go into the cave. And from here, we are in a first-person view. Left and right lets you turn around. At least 90 degrees anyway. Left and right lets you turn 90 degrees. Down lets you turn 180 degrees. And up lets you move forward. And of course, you still have the controls from the firing range minigame to use when enemies show up. You will have a cyan rectangle underneath your health showing which compass direction you're facing. We are now facing north. And to the right of that is the radar. Whenever we're fighting enemies, one of the 4 triangles will be flashing. If the one at the top is flashing, the enemies are dead ahead. If they're to the side or behind, we need to turn around. Also, at this fork in the road, you want to go east, because west will take you to a dead end. And this part's dead easy. Just keep placing the cursor here. You can get the money. You can get the bullets. And you can just take care of all the enemies because they're just going to be poking out of the corner there. From here on out, it's going to be a little more difficult than that. Now, thankfully, the music changes when you meet enemies. Like so. You want to attack enemies before they attack you. Sometimes enemies will drop health. So other times they'll drop money. If they throw anything at you like a knife or a stick of dynamite, you definitely want to destroy it before it pretty much gets to ground level, because if it gets to ground level, you're taking damage. And you're not going to get very many opportunities to heal up. Now, if enemies are close by, they can shoot you. Now, by holding down the A button and using left, right, and down, you can turn around when you need to. This takes getting used to. So, if the bottom triangle is flashing, you can just hold A, and you can press down to turn all the way around. That will get the flashing triangle to the top of the square in the center, and you'll be able to face the enemies. If left or right are flashing, you need to rotate left or right. So that way, the top triangle is flashing, meaning the enemies are right in front of you. And from here, we need to go east, because west is an obvious dead end. Just like with the firing range minigame, you do want to pay attention to your ammo. Also, just about every enemy will come out of the corner. And if anybody drops health or ammo, you can just shoot it. Thankfully, it doesn't cost a bullet to get it, which is good, because I want to keep my ammo above 30 at all times. So from here, we need to keep following the path. And yeah, I think we're going to meet enemies at this fork. And we're going to meet some more enemies soon here. And yeah, I just knew enemies were going to be here. Yeah, and you just want to be careful. You want to shoot enemies as soon as you see them, because if they're near or far, they will shoot you. If they're at like mid-range, they'll usually throw the knives or the dynamite. And if that happens, you want to shoot the projectile that's being thrown at you. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time, and you're going to take damage that you don't want to take. And I took some damage there. I think we'll be okay. Haven't taken that much damage. Yikes. And we're going to have one more round worth of fighting to do here. Why am I doing so poorly here? Well, at least we got some health. So in case you were needing it, it'll be right there. Shoot the enemy. Please, game. And he almost got me, but I was able to get him right before the damage registered. This is probably going to be the first real challenge you're going to have in this game. But we've made it so far. And by following the path west, we found the other piece of the plate. Just walk up to it, you'll take it automatically. That was a pain in the butt. And I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the last time we deal with any of those segments. So anyway, we have $400. I'm going to go ahead and heal up here because I'm going to need the treatment. And from here, I'm just going to load up on money again. Not money. Standard bullets. That's what I meant to say. Okay. And in case I need anything else, I can buy it sometime afterwards. Might as well go ahead and take care of the enemies here just for the little bit of extra money. And from here, we're going to talk to the village senior again. That way we can figure out what we have to do next now that we have all 3 plate pieces collected. Yes, I would like to hear what you have to say. Senor, you have gathered all pieces of the plate. Now we will be able to find a hidden treasure. The treasure is hidden in the East Cave. Senor, go there for me. And we will do that. So, what we need to do is leave the village and head back to the overworld map. And once we do, we need to head to the east. And there's the cave to the east. If you keep going down the path, Kimosabe will ask you if you're going to leave the villagers to fend for themselves, meaning you can't go any further in that direction. So we just need to go towards the star and go over there. From here, we need to equip our gun, and we need to use the standard bullets. Now we need to go east here and follow the path, and we want to be careful not to get shot as we go through here. Always make sure that your gun is loaded because you never know when you might need to shoot an enemy. And thankfully you can walk between the big rocks that are in the way, which is always a good thing. Now, as we're going through here, we need to make sure that we go northwest whenever possible, because that's where the treasure's going to be. So, We need to be very careful as we make our way to the northeast. That leads to a dead end, so I'm not going to go there. And this guy takes 2 hits. I want to be very careful against some of the enemies. You can never really tell when some of them are going to take more than 1 hit. And if you go further to the north here, I think you can get a light blue enemy who will drop some health. I'm not going to get it because I don't need the health yet. And from here, yeah, we want to avoid this guy because this guy just stands in a dead end. And I want to take care of this guy just in advance. And this guy throws a knife if you let him walk long enough. Yeah, I want to make sure that I get rid of the guy with the rifle ahead of time so that way he doesn't cause any more problems. Whoop. And from here, we need to go further down the path. And you want to be careful because there is going to be a guy with a rifle. And you will have to shoot him twice. And you are in a hurry. And I had a feeling that guy was going to hit me. Ugh. And that guy got me from close range. And if this guy would not run into me, that would be great. Anyway, we need to keep going north. And hopefully not die in the process. I may have to let these guys shoot their 6 shots and then go from there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he's reloading. And there is the treasure. We have found the treasure. Let's return to the village, Senior. And from here, we can heal up. Man, I had a hard time with that one guy. I need to let enemies reload in tight corners. Otherwise, I'm going to come out worse than how I came out here. And I am loaded at this point. Well, at least I have more money than I expected to get. Let's go ahead and get back to 30 sets of bullets here. And I might as well just go ahead and load up. That way I can take care of that one guy before he takes care of me again. Now we have the usual menagerie of enemies that we have to take care of, which I will gladly do just to get the money. And from here we can talk to the village senior. And yes, I would like to hear what you have to say. Muchas gracias, amigo. We will be able to live in peace from now on. Because of you. The legendary Spanish gold really does exist. Meanwhile, the president has been kidnapped and is in great danger. After giving a silver bullet to the old man, the Lone Ranger must now hurry and continue his journey. Hurry up, Lone Ranger! And that takes care of the second part of the game. Kimosabe, I'll teach you a password so you will remember your journey. Don't forget it. X, G, B, L, M, Z, V, Z, J, H, B, J, H, Z, N, G. And I will get a drink of tea to allow myself to let this password stay here a little while longer. Ah, perfect. Many years ago, the towns in this area were booming due to the gold rush. Now all of the gold is gone, and the towns have turned into ghost towns. Well, that doesn't sound very reassuring now, does it? And there's a guy walking around back and forth. Can I still go back? I can. It'll be a longer trip, but I can do it. I can still go where I need to go in case I need to get more money. Or supplies. But we'll be taking care of more things and see what is in store next for the Lone Ranger in the next video. So join me next time where we head down this trail and see what awaits us. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!